We going live, baby.
Okay.
Oh, nice chin, bro.
Thanks, bro. It's a flattering angle.
Right.
Yep.
When you open up your front screen.
I'm gonna try to
Oh,
like
shoot. We got
just
waves
put
in
the
here.
volume down.
What's up, guys?
All right. Did you get a
Quarantine
notification?
special.
Is it live? It's working. Can't get this live chat going though. Is the live chat
Bam.
available? Whoa! What is
It's
that?
weird. I can hear you.
Turn down the volume on your phone.
Say what?
Turn down the volume on your phone.
Probably. Can you hear me? Or
Yeah, I
that's
can
all
hear
right.
you.
We good.
All right. Bear
Cool.
with us, guys. We're just trying to get this live stream going. Let me see what it looks like on your phone.
Getting some people in here.
There's no chat. What the fuck?
I got 3 on my end. What do you got? Or is it like all together?
All together, bro.
We got 3 people all together.
All right. This live chat situation is really pissing me off. But anyway, as I figure this out, welcome everyone
Yes, terrible staff.
to a
Reception
live quarantine
live.
special of the Terrible Reception radio show. If you guys want to head over to the YouTube, I will throw that shit on here.
We're going to link the YouTube for you guys so you guys can watch us live and direct with the
Yeah.
quarantine special.
Wish I could like. All right. Send this to myself. In the meantime, talk so it
We
doesn't
got Jeep King. We got Ashanti in here. Who else we got?
All right, you know what? All right. Let's do some talking while I figure this out.
Okay.
So,
So,
how have you been?
I've been good. I feel like it's like my regular life, but I'm just not allowed to go outside as much as I'd like to.
Yeah, I feel you.
Uh,
Yeah.
I've been making some beats. I can't even lie. I've been working on some melodies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been catching up on the Wonder Years.
The Wonder
I've been
Years
catching up. Do
of
you guys remember?
all the shows.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we have. Actor Fred Savage.
Everybody knows Fred.
Yeah.
Fred was in his really funny show called Friends from College.
Yeah.
And he played like this sassy gay character, which was really funny.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's a great actor, by the way. Everybody on that cast, amazing.
Yeah, man. All right, hold on.
Ashani, thank you for telling us to keep up the good work. We appreciate you.
Hold on, Ashani. I'm going to try to...
She said Ashani, no T. I apologize. For some reason, I saw a T. I thought the I was a T. I'm blind as hell.
I didn't hear Ashanti. I heard Ashani.
No. I said Ashani second time.
Oh, I didn't hear the first one.
Shanti, I was like,
God damn it. All right, hold on. I'm going to just put the YouTube channel on here. YouTube.com.
Everybody else left the chat. I guess they thought it was boring.
People don't have patience, man. Let us figure this shit out.
They're like, I'm going to go back to being bored.
How do you pin something? God damn it. This is how rookies we are with this fucking thing.
Can you pin something on here?
Yeah, it should be like the first thing.
Oh, wow. You can actually use...
Oh, snap. All right. I like this one. This is mine right here. Bam. Look how cute I look. Look like Tron.
Yo, this is kind of wavy, too. Damn. Oh, snap.
Ooh, look at this.
All the love.
We look crazy on YouTube, though. Hold on. Because we can't do this on YouTube.
Terrible reception. Yeah.
Everyone, head over to the YouTube channel. Again, we're trying to figure out this chat situation so you guys can join us.
I was just going to put extra. Oh, man, that looks like quarantine special, whatever you just did.
Which one? This one?
You're like, welcome to quarantine.
Ooh, I like this one.
I love the flowers and stuff. What's this, Magic Man?
Can't see the chat. It's just pissing me off.
I'm gonna keep it on regular. Danny's in here.
See, this
What's
is
up,
how the
Danny?
universe works. The universe, I literally
Silvana.
had this shit set up all day today. It was working while we did the test run an hour ago, and now
I
it doesn't
know.
want to work.
It's always how it is, though.
Ugh.
That's why like productions they can like take like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5 months to prepare, and then the night of,
Mhm.
it's like
Say all hell
who fuck.
breaks loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But let me see. You know what? I'll keep up with the chat on actual YouTube if I can. And we'll figure it out for next time.
But we live on
Yeah,
there.
we live. We've been live.
Cool. Nice.
So, can everybody see us?
Let's get it started.
Anybody want to say hi? Hey.
Hey guys, I see a lot of people coming
So we
in.
wanted to do this this live episode for you guys because honestly we were bored. We wanted to check in with each other, safely check in with
Yes.
each other, without putting anybody at your home or my home at risk.
No,
Um,
it's true.
so we're just here trying to provide you guys with some content while you guys are stuck at home. Hopefully stuck at
Yeah.
home. Hopefully you guys aren't like those Floridians that are out.
Where you guys like, I'm gonna cough all over town.
Gonna cough all over your face and then jump in the
Oh
in
my.
the uh, in the beach real quick. Do you have your
Well,
whiskey?
welcome to the rate.
Do you
What's
have your
that?
whiskey?
I don't. I was gonna drink some.
I found this in my dad's stash. This is Jameson Cold Brew whiskey.
Jameson cold
Yeah,
brew. That's some
tastes
new
amazing.
levels. Wow.
So does anybody have any questions for us? We have 3 people in the IG live. We have a few people over in YouTube. If you guys have any questions for
Yeah.
us while we discuss what we want to discuss, feel free to ask and we will answer. Lenny Harold says, "Cartwheel man."
Cartwheel.
A couple of my cousins say, "Y'all are cute." Hey guys. Class Personify says, "Yo, yo, yo."
All right.
And Amy Kim says, "Hi," in the chat and from like 5 feet away from me.
Oh, yo. Charlie went to the green room today. Shout out the green room. Shout out Charlie. Thank you for showing small businesses support. That's what we were trying to do.
Yeah, man. So as you guys can,
They're asking what we're using to link the live into the YouTube
okay,
channel.
guys. So what we have is, where are you seeing that?
I'm seeing it in my personal, the IG, the live.
On your side?
Not
The
my
last
side,
thing I
yeah.
see is the website I posted. I don't know if my chat
Gotcha.
is working.
Well, I'll keep you updated. Charlie said it was great
Mhm.
product. I definitely agree. Yeah, that's one thing that they're doing right is they're actually putting out great CBD product. It's super
Mhm.
clean. A lot of it is organic. A lot of it is purely sourced. So, yeah, guys, if you guys can keep showing small businesses love, whether you pick up here or there or have it delivered to your house, please do so. These are good people out here doing great
Yeah,
things.
man.
So,
I was talking to him earlier on Instagram. Seems like a cool
mhm,
guy. Confused me for
very
you,
cool
but
guy.
anybody
No,
can
it's
make that
cool. It's cool.
confusion. But yeah, I mean, he had told me that he wants us on his podcast, and I had told him that we would love to have him on ours because again, we want to
Nice.
support small businesses, especially during these tough times. And we want to keep them out here doing great things like they're doing, and
Yeah.
we don't want to see the little guys sink. While these big corporations are just like, okay, we're just gonna ride this out, and
I know. I mean, because even big corporations, I mean, everybody's hurting. Oh, Cindy came in the chat. She said, "Y'all cute or whatever." Thank you very much, Cindy. We have Moesha. Hello, hello. We got some people blushing over here. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know
That's
what?
cool.
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
exit and then come back in because I can't see any of this shit.
All right.
All
Gotcha. Gotcha.
right. But where was I?
You guys are. part of the Terrible Reception radio show today. It's kind of different. We're gonna find the groove.
It's very different.
Catalina just came in, 21. She joined the chat. Whenever you're
Calenita.
ready to. Calanita. All right, Jay, hit me with the whole Hispanic way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm adding you right now to back into the
Let's see
live.
if this works.
It's funny on one that you're like real time, and then the other one is delayed on YouTube. So I see you
Yeah,
drinking, but
don't watch
then
the YouTube one because it's like super delayed.
we got Brooke in the
What
building.
up,
We
kids?
got we got Bobby
Again,
Marie.
head over to the YouTube channel to watch the live stream, or you could just chill here. That's cool. But at least head over to the YouTube and subscribe. So when I have this figured out
Yes.
for the next one, we'll be good. Um,
Yeah, guys. Once again, if you can, like Jay just said, go follow us on YouTube, the Terrible Reception Podcast. It is live on there as well. If you guys want to leave a comment, make sure that you add us so you guys can see the videos that we post of our radio show, Power
yeah,
98.5,
man.
Terrible Reception.
Okay, so I'm gonna post it in the chat so you guys can head on over there. But
So I'm
should we
gonna
do the
start
intro?
off. Let's
Let's
do
do
the
the
intro.
intro.
It's
This is
official.
the live stream version of. Oh my god, I almost forgot the name of the show. Terrible Reception Radio Show on
Damn.
Power 98.5 Radio. If you are
Yes.
listening on Apple Podcasts, if you are
Yes.
listening to Spotify, if you are listening to us live as we are recording this, we thank you for joining us and we love you. Make sure you
Yes.
head
We
over to
love
the
you guys.
YouTube. That's Benatton TV on YouTube. It's going to tell you,
Mhm.
oh, that's not what's popping up here. Are you sure you're searching for this? You tell them yes. You click on the link, sends you over to Benatton TV. Subscribe. We are almost at 800. Whoever becomes the 800th subscriber, I'm going to send you a gift.
Yes. We have Cindy Metz that just subscribed.
Moisha, my German friend. Hello. How do you say hello in
Hello.
German?
Me?
I mean, if you know,
No,
you
I'm
can
kidding.
chime in.
No.
Oh, so who asked Charlie about what am I using to link this to YouTube?
No, let me see. I'm gonna go back. Roy
Roy
Nunez,
Nunez. Okay,
sales.
so I'm using this program called OBS. O as in octopus, B as in Brian, S as in Sam. It's called OBS 24.0.6. That's the latest version. Um, I watched a bunch of tutorial videos. So my headphones are big. Yeah, I'm using my Xbox gaming headset because that's the clean. I was gonna use my AirPods, but apparently this sounds cleaner. So, um,
You look like one of those like anime like skate guys. You're like, I'm listening to music while skating.
this is your air traffic controller. So I'm using OBS Studio. I think it's called OBS Studio, but just type in OBS on YouTube, and it'll show you all the tutorials of how to link. This is basically what all the top gaming streamers use to
Mm,
stream their gameplay videos. So
cool,
you
cool,
can pretty
cool.
much like if you go over to the YouTube, you can see how I was able to put our website. Let me see if I can get this. Our website right here. It looks crazy on IG
Boom.
Live, but if you're watching on YouTube, it's right here. And then on that corner, right under Rich, is the Terrible Reception logo. Right up here, 5 minutes before we jumped on, Rich gave me this cool little quarantine special template thing. So
Yeah.
this way was supposed to be our live chat, so you guys can chat with us. Uh,
Moesha brought the
yeah, but
popcorn.
it's not
That's for
working
sure.
right now. So hopefully I can get it working next time. Like I said, I had literally had it working about an hour ago, and all of a sudden it was just like fuck you, no chat for you, buddy. So
Damn.
uh,
Well, I want to check in with you
yeah,
today because I know today, especially, I don't know why it hit me, but today it hit me more than ever that we're in quarantine and this shit is starting to eat away at a lot of us. I wanted to know how you were feeling because I know today I felt extra cooped up. Even though I've been doing more walks than sometimes, other people I know.
You
So,
like your glasses?
uh,
It's your porn
say
star
what?
glasses. Not porn star director glasses.
Yes. Because I mean, if I'm holding these on while doing that, I'm a champion.
And you're protecting your eyes from any flying liquids that are coming at you.
Hey, I mean, I'm glad that I got it to that point.
What were you saying? You were going for walks and stuff? My bad.
Um, no, I said like I found that it's really beautiful outside. Spring is kind of like coming in to play, and the sky's been extra blue. I don't know if anybody's ever like noticed that there hasn't been like a cloud in the sky, but at the same time, there's like this eerie feeling in the
Hmm.
streets. Like whether you're in urban area, suburbs, whatever, it's like this
It feels like the
disconnect,
zombie
right?
apocalypse sometimes.
It definitely does. And for me, it's one of those situations where today I woke up and I was like, wow, this shit is real for
Hmm.
real. And I just wanted to know, like, have you been feeling it? Has anybody else been feeling it? Like, what's going on right now?
Yeah.
I want to know because we need this communication. That's what we're here
Hmm.
for. As humans, we love to communicate. So let's get it popping. Let's get this going. We have extra people to chime in.
Yeah, man.
So,
I mean, I definitely feel it. My area in
mm,
particular isn't too busy, kind of like Montclair is. Montclair is literally
gotcha.
10 minutes from me, and it's a lot busier than it is over here because mine is more suburby. So,
Yeah.
by where you live, for those that don't know, you live in a more, it's like a good combination of suburb and urban, right? Good
Yeah. Yeah.
combination.
I would
So
say
there's always
it's,
people walking
yeah.
around. Um, so did I sound muffled? Oh, it's probably because I'm blocking the. Uh, how does it sound now?
Brooke was saying that Hoboken, it's part eerie, but it's also people not
Yeah.
caring. Saying
Okay.
it's definitely a weird vibe,
I
but
mean,
everybody's saying you're
sorry,
better. Yeah, yeah, you're good.
sorry. I moved the phone over, so I was probably blocking the. I probably put the my phone speaker on top of the laptop speaker. That's probably what was my bad.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
yeah, Hoboken. I would consider Hoboken more of a younger Montclair kind of, where
Okay,
it's a little mixture
a
of.
younger
Yeah,
Montclair.
kind of. I mean, Montclair is getting to that,
Okay,
trying to get to that point at least, where there's
gotcha.
because Hoboken has that college right there. What is that, Stevens?
Hmm.
So there's a bunch of frat kids running around. Ton of families, obviously, like Brooke says. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's a good combination of like urban and suburby. So I can definitely see a place like that feeling kind of eerie because there's always a lot of bodies walking around.
Mm.
Same with like Jersey City. I haven't been to Jersey City recently, but I'm sure Jersey City is the same way. Downtown Jersey City is always full of people. So
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. She said it's funny because it's actually mainly families and they're not taking precaution with their children, which is weird. I see the same thing in
you
my
know why,
building,
Brooke?
and I see.
Those are the anti-vaxxers running around.
Hey, hey, hey. There's nothing wrong with
I'm not
anti-vaxxers,
saying that.
because
I'm
listen.
not saying it is.
Listen, but what I'm saying is that I see like a lot of people still going on about their daily routine, which is fine. Like sometimes you need air, but the thing is if everybody thinks that they're the only one, that's where it's like things get, piling on top of each other
Hmm.
and like that 6 foot goes out the window.
Hola, Sherry lady. Um, let's see. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it's getting weirder and weirder because it's getting closer and closer to home. Um,
Hmm.
at the office that I work at, one of the guys tested positive, and I was in
Wow.
contact with him, thankfully, a week before they were projecting he kind of picked it up.
Damn.
So I think I'm in the clear. I mean, it's been 3.5 weeks since I've seen him. So, and it says that typically it takes about 2 weeks or whatever. Um,
I would really hope so because it's like the thing is too people like when they do get it, they're not going about it the right way. Like some people are like misinformed on the drugs they should be taking. So like I think this was really important where they said Tylenol and Advil literally boost.
Advil, Tylenol is better. They say
Yeah, it's better, but it like brings it into the pneumonia stage and nobody wants
that's
that.
Advil,
So
from what I read at least.
okay.
I mean, we're no doctors,
They
so
said
don't take anything. I don't want you guys to die because of the information we're giving you. So just
no
do your
no.
research. It says
We
here,
have
South Africa, we
South
aren't
Africa.
allowed to leave our gardens. This,
Walking down is
yeah, if you could see it
prohibited.
better than me, read it because like the letters are all up in
You
my
will get
face.
arrested. We are prepared for 21 days lockdown as our cases are just over 1,000
Yeah.
people. I mean, that's to me, I think the reason why China has almost no cases now is because literally, I think from our standpoint in America, we have a lot of quote unquote liberties, but a lot of people feel
Hmm.
entitled versus like China, like you get beaten with a like a
Hmm.
nightstick if you leave your house. The thing is, like, I think we need a little bit more. I don't know, because like at the same time, you guys know I'm a conspiracy theorist to a certain extent. So like,
To
am
a
I?
certain extent,
Are
he
we,
says.
are we getting owned by the man, or are we like really supposed to be in quarantine? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people are saying this is not as bad as, the regular flu. More people have died from the flu. What are we doing inside? Are they building 5G towers, or is this just to fix, uh, weather across the world? Like, because we had the whole problem with global warming. So maybe this is the only way to tell everybody to stop.
Yeah. I mean, the positive thing that's coming out of this is the environment's getting better. I was reading an article where
Yeah,
the ozone layer is like clearing up, like the lakes and
yeah.
rivers are getting cleared up and stuff. So,
But it shows like how greedy and how we become the virus. You know what I'm saying?
piggybacking off the topic that you discussed, where like people are way more, so certain places are way more strict on the quarantining and the lockdown rules. I did see a
Uh-huh.
video about the Dominican Republic, how they're like literally arresting people at gunpoint if you're out after hours.
Uh,
And I was like, yo, they need to do that shit over here.
but you know how that would things would get wild
Yeah,
over here, and
people
you know
start
that.
protesting and shit and show up in groups. It's stupid. Um,
I don't know. It's like to me, there's two sides of the coin. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to trust. There's so much info out right now. The only thing is, by default, we can just take
mhm.
precautions. Make sure that you guys just elevate your health
That's all you
game,
really gotta do.
eat
Yeah,
well. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's just if anything, it's just time for you to spend with
yeah.
family, get healthy,
Mhm.
make sure you're more aware of your surroundings, make sure that you understand. Maybe you can take everything in moderation now. Maybe you have an idea that you have more time for your dreams and
Mhm.
aspirations. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
creative,
So
people. Uh,
be creative.
Let me jump over to the YouTube. Lenny says, my area is dumb quiet, a few people walking, but what I have noticed is that people are moving slower, which is dope. Yes, it is.
Mm.
Newark and Irvington are area have police enforcing the curfew. I did see that
Mm.
video of what's the name of the mayor of Ras
Cuomo?
Baraka, right?
Oh,
Newark,
Ras
Newark,
Baraka,
yeah,
Newark.
where some guy was like on IG Live, forget who it was, and he
Mm.
was like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck about this curfew," and they literally brought him in front of a judge because of it.
Damn. Connor Daniel said, "Did you guys hear about the guy who lost his left leg and left arm? Was this due to coronavirus or this is
Is
just
this
in
like an
general?"
intro to a joke? Where's the punchline, Connor? Tell us more. Tell us more. So a guy lost his leg and his what was it? Did you guys hear
He
about the
said he
guy who
lost his.
lost his left leg and left arm? That's very specific.
Mm. Well, I know that statistically, America is surpassing
Yeah.
cases. We have surpassed China. We have surpassed Italy. Um, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Is it just because is it the entitlement? Is it because people don't want to believe it? You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, are we ahead of the game? Are aliens coming? I don't know. Just let me
Did you see
know.
that video of that dumb white kid? Not to
Which
say
one?
that his race or ethnicity has anything to do with it, but maybe I'm saying that.
Mhm.
But he was like, "Oh,
Maybe.
he was like, I booked this trip 2, 3 months ago. I'm not gonna cancel it for anything. I've been working hard at college. I'm gonna party, blah blah blah."
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
shit, you little asshole. Excuse my language.
No, the only thing that I see, like, because even in Montclair, right, and I know maybe you guys see it too. When I'm walking, I kind of like it because like I'm wearing a mask and gloves, and everybody's like, maybe he has the Rona, but he still needs to get like his Whole Foods mixed berry bag. And I'm like, they literally, I saw one lady, she like hit against the wall, and she's like, so, so I was like, okay, this is
The
hilarious. But um, I see a lot of people that walk down the street, right? And they were like, and then sneezing like a chew, like disgusting,
So
disgusting.
gross. That was I did notice, like, I went to Stop and Shop yesterday, and I did notice that the older people just don't give a fuck.
Mm,
They're the ones that don't have any mask on or any gloves. Not saying all of them, but a lot of them. Most of the people that I saw with masks on, because I had my gloves and mask on, because I'm
yeah.
dating a germaphobe, and she forces me to. and,
Well, honestly, I've been taking the
mhm.
Lysol wipes, and the thing is, like, I ordered Chinese food because I'm like, if anything, the Chinese, if they create it, I also know that they
You're
defeated the
walking a
fuck
thin
out of
line.
it.
What? What?
No, but I'm saying that's why I ordered Chinese food. I support local
Okay.
business, and I'm like, okay, this shit is clean, but I still wipe it
Okay.
down. Like
Not
like,
because it was
you
Chinese
know,
food.
no, no, no. Dom wipes it down. Like anytime
If it were
we
Italian
get
food, would you do
food,
that? Okay,
yes.
cool.
Because again, people are like, "Oh, I got my hands in the Parmesan," and I'm like, "You got the coronavirus as well." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. Like,
Get a
think about it.
chicken and
Pizza,
broccoli with a side
everything.
of Corona.
Italians do everything with their hands. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I just I had sex with my wife, and then I made you a pizza. And you want a calzone, and then you got a little bit of Corona in there, and you're like, ah."
Wow.
Like, think about it. The Italians. That's why Italy had the most cases. They're like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then like they were talking with
Because they
their
do a
hands,
lot
and
of
everybody
this.
was like, "They do a
That's
lot of
them
this," and you're like, "Oh,
they're throwing
Corona's
the
on
Corona
me."
around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, the French though, they're more like they're kind of like the Italians, but they're keeping a 6 foot of
Six
distance. So
feet.
6 foot a
Hey
distance. You know
Connor,
what
if
I'm
you're still
saying?
in here, we still want to hear about this guy that lost his left leg and left arm. Let's see. People downplayed it when traveling should have been shut down. They waited too long to get things under control. It's sad. Yeah, definitely. This is it's artsy god. Um, I think I told you about that last episode, or 2 episodes ago, or it could have just been random conversation. It's kind of a gray area at this point of what we talk about and
Mm,
when we talk about it. But um, was it Thailand or Singapore? One of the Asian countries. Um, they literally shut everything down once they got the first few cases. They shut
yeah, yeah.
everything down, everything that came in, plane, ship, car. They tested everybody coming in and out. Um, and they literally locked everything down for 2 weeks and they sprayed down the whole city. And they bounced
Damn.
back like this, which is something we should have done. But living in a
Mm,
capitalist country, obviously, you can't stop the flow of money. And now it's
I know.
prolonging the healing process. So it's kind of like if
See,
a doctor tells you, hey, you have a sprained ankle, don't play basketball for 2 to 4 weeks. And you're just like,
mm,
oh, fuck it, let me just play the best I can with my sprained ankle. You're never going to heal, type of thing, or you're going to
no, it's
prolong your
true.
healing. So,
Elijah said people don't want to believe it, and I mean they have every right
yeah,
to. I
everybody's
mean,
entitled to their
again, we
opinion. So,
like for me, I never know like if we really know what's going on. To be honest,
hmm
I feel like a lot of the time it's like the government treats the people's sometimes like kindergarteners.
hmm
So like you never know what something else is going on, but maybe this is the best way to take care of it. That's why I said there's always two sides to a coin. Danny says, "How do you wipe down Chinese food?" I'm not like wiping down each like carrot and like piece of rice. I'm just wiping down the containers.
he dips his broccoli
Um,
in alcohol rubbing and then
water.
pops it into his mouth.
I mean, it's a whole different experience if you try it. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
I think what he's trying to say is that he wipes down his bags, Daniel.
Yeah.
Uh, Amiri?
Amiri
Am I
Music.
pronouncing that correctly? Amiri Music? What's up? If
What's
I'm
up?
mispronouncing it, apologies. Um, but yeah, to answer Elijah, I mean, he's onto something. There are people that don't believe it. Um,
Hmm.
Now that you mentioned that, I don't know if I brought this up last episode, but do you think, being that you're self-proclaimed borderline conspiracy theorist, do you think the conspiracy theorists, uh, their goal is to awaken everyone, right? So people can be
Hmm.
woke.
Yeah.
Um, do you think what they're doing is causing fear? or
I think to me,
feeding
like I
into the
said
fear or
before,
causing new fears.
yeah. I mean, there's some conspiracy theorists that are extremists. And like you gotta learn your conspiracy
Right.
theorist, right? A conspiracy theorist is like it's kind of like the same line of stereotypes. Like every stereotype has a truth to it. But every conspiracy, like a lot of conspiracy theories, like this has been when you talk to a conspiracy theorist, like this has been in motion for years. So they're saying some type of, you've heard it before. If you're doing the research, there is proven fact that they knew some type of, flu and some type of vaccine would have
Hmm.
came and it was around this time. And you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of things that are created, like,
Don't you think that's inevitable though? That's just evolution. If you believe in evolution, you would believe that some kind of sickness will come about no matter what.
yeah, I mean, I definitely, I agree with that. But on this level, this is the biggest thing that's happened since 9/11, right? So there's your conspiracy theorists saying that, 9/11 was set up because they wanted to create a war to take over, other places. So you never know what's behind it. And I feel like just like anything else, even from our experience, like recently, you can never say what the truth is until it like settles. You know what I'm saying? Like once the dust settles, then you can have a bird's eye view of the situation. But there are people out here that I don't think like that are misinforming
Hmm.
people. As much as like mainstream media is built to keep people in a certain mental state, these other people are creating all this fear and anxiety where it's like they don't have their facts straight. Like I fact check a lot of conspiracy theorists. Like I do my research of saying like, you're misinforming your people. You are not the truth. Like truth is in your title. Please don't do that to these
Hmm.
people because you can do better. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like people want to like live in this like very exciting oh this that and the third, but like they don't understand that them wanting to be part of like, oh yeah, there's this huge bigger picture that now they're sending all this misinformation towards people,
Hmm.
and that's creating a really bad
Yeah.
wave. Bad
Um,
wave.
Somebody once told me, or I heard it somewhere on one of the podcasts that I listened to, that people won't believe the truth if the lie is more entertaining. So that's where I feel
Exactly.
media is at this moment. Um,
Hmm. It's all about ratings, and we've seen it with our own
mhm.
president. To be honest, like he made it because of
Mhm.
ratings, and that's why like there's that chance. So as much as that truth be
Mhm.
told, you can't
Can you do
deny.
what you're about to say in his voice?
Listen, I just want
Get in character.
the
Go.
the people of America need to know. I do a bad
That's
Trump.
not bad.
I
That's
don't
not
even gonna
bad.
lie. All
Go.
right. I just need to like
Fake,
get this orange
fake
going.
news.
Fake news all the time. I want to tell you the Chinese virus.
Why do you
China.
call it the Chinese virus,
China.
sir?
Chinese virus comes from China. I got a new Jinlin on the line. He said it came from China, and I love
Oh
vagina. I
no, he said to grab
grab
vagina.
him by the China.
Oh my god. Oh
Uh,
man. Okay, who else is in here? Funky meets Tick. Whoa, that's a
that's the Vita. She's the hostess from Raymond's. That's how I
that
know
is a
her.
wild name, girl.
Yeah.
Ye-
The chaos and the devil of misforming folk. It's very
Yo,
true though.
Yopa, what's up? And then Carlos said he misses his barber, as do we. But me, not really, because I got shaped up. Doesn't look bad, right?
The media will tell you the confirmed cases and deaths, but never mention the people recovered. Yes, thank you. They also don't say who died. They never give you the name. They're always willing to give you the names of who died. Like we saw that during 9/11. They're like Matthew blah 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 from uh Upper Manhattan died and this and that. We're not seeing any names. That's what makes me say,
Now
hold
that you
up.
say that, actually, I want to jump in. Somebody did put it into a different perspective for me the other day, where pumping fear into the media or through media is a good thing in the sense that it can help as far as making people so fearful of this that they will take it more seriously. I forget who it
True.
was. I apologize, but
Like I kind of respect like there's one thing I respect about Trump is when he puts people on blast about being fake media because he's like you're not doing your job by like, informing the people on really what this is. Like there's too many twists and turns. Like just give people cold, hard facts. That's your job. That's your
Hmm.
job. As media, give people cold hard facts. Too many people want to be the what was that? That magazine they always sold near like the checkout counter in like
Oh, USA
the
Today or
supermarket.
US Weekly, yeah.
USA, yeah, or Sunshine. You know what I'm
Entertainment
talking
Week.
about? Or
No, not
Sun,
Entertainment Weekly.
not like those,
I
the
know what
ones
you're
that
talking
were
about. Yeah.
fake that were
Hmm.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know they used to sell those magazines, which was
Esquire.
like a sci-fi version of that. Did you ever see that one? There was
Yeah, yeah,
always
yeah, yeah.
right next to those magazines where it's like, I don't know, Bush was brainwashed by aliens. That's like the headline in the magazine.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. Like where I'm like, okay, now it's like, again, I tell a lot of these conspiracy theorist pages where like again they're like I don't know, some go by like the truth hunters and all this other stuff. Where I'm like, I'll put them on blast. I say I believe in aliens, but whatever you're putting on here has been CGI'd. I can tell you because I'm in this line of work, and they got everybody believing it on this other side, and I'm just like. There are some cases where we can heavily believe that we're not alone, but then there's other times where it's like, okay, listen, you got God because you don't do your
You
research.
got
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
That's the thing. People need to
Listen,
like do their research at the end of the day, and then
yeah,
believe what you want to believe. You know.
yeah, because there's deep fake out there. If they can manipulate people's faces and what they're saying, like I feel like anything is possible with our
Hell yeah.
technology.
You ever seen those videos on that were popular maybe like about a year ago on Instagram where they were like changing people like they say they would take Trump and they would move his mouth to say certain
Yeah.
things and it's so crazy that how you can
to me to me that's the future of terrorism where it's like they will take over the radio stations and they will put one out that is so believable that that'll create chaos, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like to me that's like the future.
I honestly prefer the other one where they take like little clips of like I don't know like the president or they used to do this with Obama all the time where they take like little snippets of his speeches and then do it over like a song. So they say they'll
Oh yeah,
take
yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't know Roddy Rich's The Box, and they'll take all the words that are in that song and then take it from the speeches. I thought that was like super like
Yo,
very creative,
that
super
was super creative.
tedious to do.
Super
Ah,
creative.
so I think we're the only two in this. Oh, Amy and Carlos are in here. Hey guys,
Nice.
hey guys. So we all miss our barbers, right? How have you been?
I never had a
You
barber.
don't have to. You're fucking white European. White Europeans
That
never
means
have to get shape
nothing.
ups ever.
That's
When was
not
the
true.
last
I
time you got a
shaped
shape
this
up?
up.
No,
I
like up
shaped it up
here.
myself. Oh,
Yeah,
here? If I did, my forehead will go all the
that's
way
what I'm saying.
back.
You don't have to. Me in like a week. Like, did you see me the other day? My shit was like this.
But I'm saying
I
like
have the widow's peak
if I
too.
gave myself a shape up, look at that forehead game. That's like a six
We could
head.
we could project a movie on there.
I know. In 4K, 6K.
6K. Oh man, let's see. What's Event 201? Class
Event 201.
personified.
Oh, Event 201. Please inform us. I mean, that's Sean
Yeah,
right there.
I figured it was Sean.
I think mine stopped on my end. Where did you
It's
see
on
that?
YouTube. Yeah, there's
Oh,
nobody
okay.
in the IG chat, but
Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah. Hold on, I had a topic that I wanted to discuss. Oh, let's talk about this Bad Bunny video.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
son.
Bad Bunny, he's been breaking a couple barriers here and there.
Yeah. The way I was explaining it to certain people, because people jump in my DMs because I posted a clip of it yesterday. And obviously, there's
Okay.
the people that are like, oh my God, he's gay now, blah, blah, blah. But he's
Hmm.
always been like, what would you call that? Sexually fluid.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that's what he said in an interview
yeah,
that he's sexually
right.
fluid, that he's like he literally lives by a heterosexual
Hmm.
lifestyle. But he said something like
He doesn't fit
very like
the
he
gender
left
norms or whatever because he like paints his
yeah,
nails.
he said he never knows if he'll fall in love with a man in the future. And I was like, okay.
Okay. Hey, can't tell the future, right?
can't tell the future.
Yeah, I love the video. I love the colors, especially that scene. Amy says he doesn't make a pretty girl. He definitely does not.
No,
He's
no,
not a
no.
pretty girl. But
What would his name be in a Hispanic
Coneja
name
Mala,
as a
just
female?
translated to like a female version.
Oh shit.
um, but yeah, I love the scene where he's on the car and he has like all the flowers, and then he has like, I guess the people can't tell if it's a male or female under the flower suits, twerking and stuff. That's
It was like a rose type of
Yeah, that scene
vibe.
was so dope. But yeah, he definitely doesn't make a pretty girl. But hey, looks are subjective, right? One man's
You
garbage is
take it
another
as you
man's
want.
gold.
I saw a
I'm sure
couple
somebody's
like
into it.
I saw a couple friends of mine that are gay that were like, "Yo, Bad
Hmm.
Bunny, what are you doing on my timeline? Want to smash?" Like, so I was like,
I mean,
"All
he's not a bad looking guy.
right, oh, he's a
It's
cool
fun. It's
dude."
funny how you can you can do something like that. It's like, if it's a guy, right? He's not a bad looking guy, right? But then he dresses like a female. He doesn't make a very good looking female. It's funny how you could look
I mean,
at both sides like that.
it's
Yeah.
funny.
So, any I don't know. Any thoughts about the video?
I mean, for me, Bad Bunny's very innovative. In the sense that he's bringing like I think out of every like Latin artist that I've listened to in the past 5 years, I feel like he's the one that even though I don't understand what he's saying most of the time,
Hmm.
like I could relate to just like
Hmm.
sonically. I think sonically he has a great sound. I think it's the most international vibe. I think he is maybe the most fluid out of the artists that like even J Balvin. I like he can go international, but Bad Bunny has this. I don't know. I can hit any avenue and make it sound super fresh type of vibe. So I think music wise, he's as fluid as he's saying that he is
Hmm.
sexually. So I give it up to Bad Bunny. I listen to a lot of songs. I add them to my
Hmm.
playlist. I check albums without you putting me on
Hmm.
anymore. So he's done his job. He's got me as a
Yeah, man.
fan.
He I think him and J Balvin are the ones that can jump into any category. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, he can make a
Yeah,
song with Drake and then come back and do a song with any kind of like Latin artist, obviously. Um,
true.
the only thing that is to his detriment is he doesn't speak very good English. But
Yeah, but it's okay. Like he still does his job
no,
during
yeah, of course,
interviews.
and it makes it more interesting, I think.
Hmm.
I was gonna talk because there's this artist named Manuel. You know who Manuel is, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
for
that guy that
sure.
does the.
Yeah.
He posted something, and he was really good friends with Bad Bunny, and apparently, like, I guess he unfriended him now because of the video.
Why?
I'll
Oh,
read
come on.
you. Well, I can't read it now because it's in my Instagram comments, but let me actually look it
Yeah,
up
but
so I
like
can be more informed.
I feel like sometimes just culturally like a lot of homophobia is still part of the culture.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like people want to disassociate from that when people like Bad Bunny, no matter what his life decisions are, like he's trying to break those boundaries for the culture. So um, you know
Hmm.
it's always gonna be that type of battle being fought between the two worlds. It's all right though. Like if that's how he feels, like he's just cut off his. Again, that's why I think a lot of these artists can't do it like Bad Bunny because they already cut off their expansion because of you know
Hmm.
idealism.
Yeah, I mean, it
So
was along those comments. He made comments on his Instagram Live, not Instagram Live, but
mhm,
IG Story.
gotcha.
I'm trying to pull it up. Essentially, what he was saying is that in the industry, he only wants to be friends with like certain artists like Daddy Yankee and a couple other people that he mentioned. He was like, I don't ever
Hmm.
want to conform to this kind of lifestyle for the entertainment of others, yada yada. So basically, very like indirectly homophobic comments.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I was trying to pull it up, but
I
it's
was
in
gonna
my
ask you,
IG story. I mean, my
um,
IG DMs.
what were what are your thoughts? Again, I mean, you enough to kind of like hold your job still at the moment. A lot of people have been laid off. I know it's like 3.3 million Americans that don't have a source of income right now. A lot of people had to file for unemployment.
Hmm.
On top of that, they signed away for the stimulus check, which I believe it was like $2.2 trillion that I don't know where it's coming from because we're always in debt, but they can print whatever they want to print.
That's what I never understood.
What do
Like,
you
what's the point of? Yeah, never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
So I was thinking, like, do you feel that like 1,200 a month is enough for people?
It's
Like,
1,200 flat. I think. I don't even think it's a month.
that's what I'm saying.
Um. Oh,
Even flat, like,
bruh,
what are
I
you
got the
supposed?
chat going. What's up? Okay. 1,200 is definitely not enough. Um, but it's something, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's it'll definitely
Yep.
alleviate a lot of the stresses that are going on financially for a lot of people. Um,
I mean, maybe like from like a food standpoint, but I don't think people can pay their like their rent, their phone bills, their mortgages, their
I
car
mean, it's definitely not
payments.
enough.
Like if people, yeah, if people are like cut off again from their source of income, and maybe they were barely making it, then like, what are you like? Should we be fighting for more, or are we just gonna say thank you, like, for giving us this chump change when, you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? Like, what do you feel?
we can fight for more, but what?
You're like, where's this money been?
Right, and that's the thing. It's like we can fight for more, but what can we really do? To be honest, it's like, are you going to protest? You can just stand in front of City
I
Hall.
mean, I think we're very. Yeah, I think that's what people need to do. But like a
But you
lot of
can't
people are
right
just
now.
like they're very like, okay, I'll take it. I'll just take it. Like nobody fights for
I'm gonna
themselves
take it.
anymore. You know, I know, but then it's like take it and what? Shut up. Like what happens when that runs out? And then like say the
Then it
job
is what
gets
it
cut
is.
out.
To be honest with you, I was kind
Or
of
like,
going along the lines of I'm not getting this check anyway because I never expected to get anything from anyone. So I'm out here.
sure.
I had my emergency fund and I was scrapping for cash here and there, and I'm fortunate enough to do a little bit to make up for the money that I am missing. Um,
Hmm.
but like you said, there's a lot of people that don't and can't. Um,
Artsy God wants to know, is this more like a loan? We all know how the
God
government
damn it, I
works.
can't
So,
see that.
I mean, it could be maybe you're getting taxed
I'm not.
on it, at the end and you
I'm gonna
don't
X
even
out
know
again
it. So,
and come back in because I can't see anything. Um,
okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. Sometimes like if the government's giving me money, it's like the homie you don't talk to for a while and then they come through and they're like, "Oh, I got a situation for you." And you're like, "What does this entail? You haven't
like,
talked
what's
to me
up,
in
big
like
head?
forever." you know yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for me, like from my standpoint is like, where has this money been all along? Why isn't the just like everywhere around the world, like if people aren't working or jobs aren't easily accessible, like we can see, like I know
Can
France,
you
I know
accept
like
my
a lot of
request,
people
bro?
like in like, nah, bro, like people in London, everywhere else, they have some type of financial support in the socialist
Mhm.
aspect, um from the country. But over here it's kind of like, it's like we can't work now, and they're like, okay, I'll give you money, but you're still going to be miserable. And then people are like, oh, I'm happy because I'm working
Mhm.
just to make it. Like to me it doesn't make sense. Like to me this is opening up our eyes to a lot of social problems that we have because a lot of people are complacent. I think that's the problem. Like a lot of people are complacent, and they will live the check to check instead of fighting for their rights as what they should be getting. Like a lot of people don't fight for the raise. People like slapped on the hand if they think that they can do
I
better.
don't know. My thing is, what can you really
I
do?
think you do.
No matter how much you fucking fight, no
You
matter how much you
can.
protest, there's still gonna be people getting shot by police. There's still gonna be people.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to get blood splattered. Like the only time that I feel like things get done in our past history is like civil wars and stuff
Mhm.
like that, right?
So you're saying to start a
I mean,
civil
I'm
war?
not trying to like raise a riot, but I'm saying that's the only time. If not, anybody's going to be complacent.
I don't know. I think that's
That's it. Because guess what? You said it yourself. You try to speak up, they shoot you down, right? Is that the way it
there's a
should
lot of
be?
things that shouldn't be the way they are, but
People are
so you're
complacent.
saying you can walk outside right now and be like, "Yo," just run up to a random police officer and be like, "Oh, this is for all the police officers that shot down all these black kids for no reason."
No, because the thing is, I feel. I still believe there are good people in the system and there's
Hmm.
bad people, but most of the time the bad people get the higher ups. Just
Hmm.
like in the music
Hmm.
game. You know how it is. The people that do people dirty
Hmm.
get the higher ups, right? The good people kind of
So
stay
how do
mid tier.
you sift through
So
those people is what I'm saying. Because you're gonna have to
for
generalize
me,
and kind of categorize everybody under one umbrella if you're attacking the man, right?
but this is my thing. There's a lot of social constructs within our system that separate people, and we know that. So whether it's some type of prejudice that's put out there, some racial prejudice, they keep us separated because they know, again, I always say it, it's easy to break one stick of bamboo versus
Hmm.
a whole bundle. So if everybody united and even spoke up, I'm talking about peaceful, like whatever they did with, any marches we've seen in the past, Martin Luther King, some people even died, but they got their rights because they know the people are stronger united than they are disabled. And right now, between social distancing, you saw me posted on my profile today. Social engineering is at an all-time high. It started with our phones, and for people that weren't good socially in the beginning, now there's even more separation.
So where do we go from here?
I don't know. The thing is like, do we stand up? Do we know what's going on? Because
Nobody
I
does,
don't.
and that's the thing.
And that's
So
the thing.
would you
It's like
rather?
we're
Would
always
you
misinformed.
rather um, tread on the line of precaution or go off on a limb?
I don't think I would go off on a limb because I'd be doing it by myself
Not really.
crazily
I'm sure
unless
there's
I
tons of people
had.
that feel the same way you do.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying like more from like, okay, like the way I see like the Italians. We saw the videos of the Italians singing to
Hmm.
each other in the streets. They at least
Hmm.
have a unity. And we can see through their country, people get paid vacations, paid leaves, women who are pregnant. Sure, it's a smaller country, but I feel like if we work as the US, as a bigger country, to take care of that on a larger scale, I don't see why it can't get
Yeah, but
done.
that's where our country fails on everything: healthcare, finances, government wise,
Hmm.
all the way down to city government. Um,
We see it in movies like The Joker. Like it has to have a movie like Joker has to let the people know what's the problem at hand. Like a lot of movies are giving us either insight to what the future holds and or what the situation is right now. And as a worker within the system, with people with a lot of mental disabilities and this and that, you got not you, but anybody that needs help is at the
mhm.
lowest tier of the
But I don't
system.
feel like there's any specific way of fixing that. That's the thing. There's way too many things. It's kind of like that whole Medicaid situation where there's people that know how to play the system. But how do you sift through those people so
Okay.
that you're not making the people that actually need it suffer? You know what I'm saying? So it's a fine
Okay.
line.
So you're saying like the people that just have a kid just to get an
Hmm.
extra
People
check
that know how to play
type
the
of thing
system.
versus
You know what I'm saying? Or
okay.
people
What's up?
that don't get a job because they would rather just get a check from the government. Why work if you're getting a check from the government that pays for your rent, pays for
Yeah.
your food, and all this shit? So,
Well, I see that in Europe too. There are a lot of lazy people that say, "Oh, I can't
right.
find a job," and they love the
Hmm.
money that they get every month, which I
Hmm.
completely agree with you. Like, there's always like, again,
Hmm.
two sides to a coin,
And that's the thing. The
but
bad
at the same,
apples are the ones that ruin it for everything. Because like,
yes, yeah,
if it weren't for those bad apples, we would be in a much better situation in all aspects,
mm.
finances, like I said, in the government and all that stuff.
Do you think the coronavirus was made to kill the bad apples?
No, because maybe some good apples are dying in the process.
Aw, good apples are dying. Nobody
Nobody
wants to
does.
kill a good
Apples are good.
apple.
What up, Erica?
Erica, you still dancing through the
Yeah, man.
coronavirus?
She
Are you hula
hula
hooping your way
hooping
through
to
this?
the cure.
Hula hooping is like definitely an art. Like I remember as a kid,
Oh shit.
anytime like I went to a friend's house and they had a hula hoop, like
Hmm.
that shit is hard.
I could hula hoop
So
maybe like 4 spins, if that, and that's being very generous. Let me see.
hip game's got to be on
So
fleek.
for anybody else that's still in here, we are working on new music while this is going on.
I'm very excited
Fortunate
for these
for us, we were
releases.
able to lay down some vocals to these 2 tracks that we are currently working on, and now they're just getting sprinkles done. One we have to reapproach, obviously, but one we're kind of just waiting on somebody else to lay down vocals and get a mix down and something like that. So uh,
I got a lot of good feedback just off of that small, like, I don't know who started that.
what up, West 10
The
Luna? Sorry, go ahead. What?
No problem. I was gonna say, like, I don't know who started that challenge where it's like release your
Yeah,
unreleased music, but that was a cool
yeah,
little vibe. Like, I think that was a nice little
yeah,
twist.
man.
It was refreshing.
If Lenny is still in the YouTube chat, we want to hear that song that you posted. Yeah, so drop
Yeah.
that shit. Now is the time. Now's the time. Everybody's home looking for shit to do. Why not?
I don't know if anybody else saw this, but through the YouTube, I saw that Amy said, "No, I believe every
Hmm.
American qualifies, but you have to
You
file
have to
for
have filed for taxes for
taxes."
that one, I think. In
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2018 or 19.
I think it's
Okay.
both years.
Yeah. And I hear that there's an extra 600 somewhere. I forget where, but
Laying
hola,
around.
Chloe. Welcome, welcome. Alida, welcome.
Danny's asking, how long do you think this quarantine will last? I wish I kind of knew. I would
Ask
say for me,
Florida. Are there any Floridians in here?
honestly, I think the hotter it gets, the virus
Yeah.
has less of a chance of
Hmm.
sticking around.
But they're in
So for
Orlando.
me, who knows? Another month and a half, maybe we'll start getting there. I think it depends on
Hmm.
a
I
bunch of
think
different
even
things.
then, like, there'll still be like sprinkles of cases here and there. But
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
it's important for social distancing, right? Make sure you don't feed the monster, basically.
Does your anxiety spike when you go food shopping? Because I know with me right now, food shopping has
Yo,
not
leaving my
been the
house
same.
spikes my anxiety. Like, I went for a walk the other day.
I
I
know.
would rather walk at night because there's like nobody around here. But yesterday we walked to the Quick
Hmm.
Check, which is like 3 blocks from here. And
Damn.
what up? Um, Noelia, what's up? I
Noelle is in the
walked to Quick
building.
Check the other day, right? And we walked up to the main road. So we walked down to the Quick Check, and then we took the back road to get back to my house, right? So when we make that
Yeah.
right to go down the back road, there was a lady in front of us. Okay, she was like 15, 20 feet away from us. And then as we're walking down the street perpendicular to my street, there was a lady
Hmm.
walking towards us, like maybe 15, 20 feet in front of that lady. And then the whole time
I'd
I'm
be
like,
like,
oh shit, do we have to cross the street? Social distancing. But she crossed the street for
I
us.
do that
So we're like,
just.
okay, we don't got to go nowhere.
Oh, okay. Because I was saying when I see people now, like especially if I have the mask, they either move or I move for them because I'm like I see people with like babies and strollers, and I'm like,
We saw that
listen,
yesterday too.
maybe I'm just staying healthy, but I am a carrier.
Hmm.
I don't
You don't
know.
know. That's the scary
I
thing
just
is
don't
like you
want to
have
give
this
it to you.
bomb, possibly have this bomb inside you that could explode at any moment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
So did you hear the other conspiracy about this where like they're gonna have the mandatory vaccine, but then also the mandatory vaccine is gonna have a microchip
Oh
in
my
you,
god.
and then that's how you're gonna pay for food,
Nah,
and that's the only way that you're gonna be able to cross borders. Because if you don't get the vaccine,
that's
they're gonna
bullshit.
fuck you up.
I think that's bullshit, 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 bullshit. You can't force anybody to do
But what
anything
about
like that.
what about
What about it?
cryptocurrency? I don't know.
Don't
Think
say.
about it. You know
What
what I
about
always
this?
say?
Not expand on that idea.
But I'm saying, listen, what did Hitler do to the Jews in the concentration camps of the Holocaust?
Are you talking about like in general or?
Well, one, he made sure everybody got
Hmm.
tattoos. Two, if nobody fucking did well, where'd you go? The fucking
Hmm.
showers.
But we're talking about an evil person named Hitler. Not to say that
Uh-oh.
what's his face is any better, but my camera's fucking up. What the hell?
I mean, your camera's
This
going
thing has been
crazy. No,
fucking up all the
I got
time.
in my conspiracy bag for like 2 seconds. I'm always challenging the shit. Always putting like a little, little thought
Yo, your
process. I'm
shit
not here
says
to scare
terrible
anybody.
reception on it. Now mine is like blank screen.
Hey,
Oh, I think I flipped the
it's like I'm
camera.
in the terrible reception club, like.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Fluoride. Uh-oh. Wait,
Expand,
Noelia, what are we
expand,
talking about?
expand.
Fluoride. Danny the man said. Danny the man said he burned them, and that's true. Jay having a light
Yes, I
show is
am.
very true. Jay looks like a
Yeah, like a
EDM
DJ, right?
album
I
cover.
gotta.
Yeah, he does.
What the
Oh
fuck did I
shoot!
do?
Why did my live
What
video
the fuck?
end?
Oh, I think since we're going for like an hour, let's do
Okay,
it
I'm
again.
gonna do it
Yeah,
again.
you can do
Can
it
I do
again.
it again?
That was like funny timing.
My bad. Live
But
is
what were you
back
saying?
in.
I look like an EDM DJ.
Um, you definitely look
That's
like
funny
EDM
how I
DJ.
like
Like,
flip
what's up, everybody?
and all of a sudden like the chat stopped. I thought I fucked it up. I was like, but my shit is not connected to Instagram. Here, you know
How do
what?
I connect to you?
I'll start the live. Oh, you started already, so
Okay,
I'll just join.
I started the live.
I'll join you
I
again.
need you to join.
Hola.
Boom. Okay, so back to what
Yeah, I
I
think
was saying
you
though.
can only go
I'm
for
saying
like an
certain things
hour, I
happen in the
think.
past. Certain things we'll stay on for
Hmm.
like another half an hour. Um, what I was saying is that things like that happen in the past with a lot less
Hmm.
technology, right? And our grandparents, a lot of people fought for those times, and that's why I'm saying blood was shed. Now, I'm not saying like I'm saying it's 2020. Things are done a little bit differently. As you see, we can podcast like this and all this other stuff, but you never know what's coming. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm just saying like things are different. Like if this is a war, but and we just don't know about it, where chemical warfare is definitely a thing. It's not like it
I think
can't
that's when
happen.
everybody will get up in arms and um, start a revolt of some kind. You know?
Yeah. Do you think people are going to start revolts anyway, or like if there's going to be a lot of loitering and stuff like that because people are running out of money, people are running out of resources? I'm not saying like the supermarkets are like running out, but I'm saying like people can't really provide for some people can't provide for their
Hmm.
families and stuff like that. They don't know when they're getting the check. So like, do you think this might get out of control next 3 weeks or
It
next
most
week?
possibly will. It's 2 weeks,
Yeah.
okay. There's a lot of people that can survive 2 weeks. Um, but after that, that's when shit's really gonna hit the fan. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, people,
What is something?
do what they're supposed to be doing and don't um, feed, like I said, feed the monster. So
Fashion Groupie gives us mad love. What up, Fashion Groupie?
what up, Sabarina?
I was gonna ask you, what are 3 quarantines you can't live without?
Three
Hit me.
quarantines or three things?
Three things within quarantine
I
that you
can't
can't live
live
without.
without my phone. Number one,
Okay.
food. Number two,
Okay.
and I guess by default, because I feel like somebody's staring at me, Amy.
Okay.
That's what I feel. I didn't say you were. No. Let's see. What was that? Food, my phone, and
Hmm.
I guess, huh? Paper? Oh, toilet paper. No, I don't need
Oh,
toilet
okay.
paper because I can jump in the shower and just wash my ass.
That was one of those things that people were saying. It's like, do you really need toilet paper
Nah,
if you're gonna
man.
be home? Like, but are you that type that you're like, this would be nasty as hell because you
Nah.
didn't get to wipe or like any
No, if I
pregame?
have to jump in the shower, I'm wiping my ass in the shower.
So you're ready to dig in the dirt
Oh
if
yeah,
you have to.
absolutely. I'm in the shower anyway.
I'm cool with it. It's cool.
What are three things you can't live without?
Um, you know what? I found that I don't know. I feel like it's part of my survival kit, but I'm still doing my smoothies in the
Well,
morning.
that would
I
fall
feel
under
like
the
it gives
food, right? Yeah, yeah.
food. Yeah, I would say food. Food is. I mean, food and
Okay,
water
so
are
let's not
essential.
throw food
Like
in there.
you
So I'll
know.
take food out.
Okay, because like to me, it's like you can't live without it for sure. It's kind of like even if you wanted
Hmm.
to, you can't. So um, I would say I'm glad that moving in, I got a TV. TV really, whether it's like watching movies, being informed, all this other
Hmm.
entertainment is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big reader on books. So like having technology, I would say
Yeah.
technology in general. helps. I get to be creative in that
Netflix.
sense. Um, no, the thing is, I stopped my Netflix subscription a while ago. I'm more
Mm-hmm.
vibing on Hulu, to be honest. Hulu has been doing
Mm-hmm.
me justice. And
I have my
I don't
Fire
know,
Stick.
like I'm still very like, I guess that's still food, but I would say like having delivery service is still cool, like just in case like I know like I might look into
Mm-hmm.
Instacart for like delivery so I don't have to be particularly at the
Yeah.
supermarket. I think that's a great technology and app to have nowadays
Mm-hmm.
because, again, every time I go to the supermarket, I'm like, fuck, I don't really care about getting the corona. It's like, damn, if I pass it on
Yeah.
to like
That's been my
family, you
main
know what I'm
thing. It's
saying?
like
Like that's,
I have a pretty, I mean, I don't want to jinx myself, knock on wood, but I have a pretty good immune
yeah, yeah,
system and I feel like I would be able to get by, obviously, with a little bit of assistance and stuff. But
yeah, yeah.
my main fear is giving it to somebody that, you know, won't be able to, survive. And I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
I see Amy in the background. It reminded me of like that, remember that CNN where it's like the guy was having an interview on like
Hmm.
live TV and
Oh,
like
the
the
little
kid's
baby
family
walks
came
in.
through that the babysitter was like, no.
What were we talking about? Oh,
We are talking about three
I would
essentials. So
I
I
would
would say
take. Well,
technology.
that's very
I don't
general.
know.
Try to be as specific as possible.
Um,
Because I would take out the food because that's an essential, right? You need it to survive. I would say,
I would say the phone too. The phone is just there. It's been part of our lives, but you get to like research more, like whether you're on Pinterest or like Instagram, you get to keep in contact with people. I think that's the great
but
part
if you
about
have your
that tool.
phone, would you need your TV?
Yeah.
Or would you like to replace your
No,
TV for something else?
I would take my
Okay.
phone over my
So would you
TV.
like to replace
Yeah.
your TV for something else now that you have your phone?
Uh, I mean, TV is
Hmm.
like my second go-to. So like when I'm done with my phone and I'm just like I'm tired of being on here
Hmm.
because it's draining too. Like honestly, sometimes you're overwhelmed by information and
Especially
stuff
when
like
you're
that.
like
I've
this in
seen
your phone the whole time.
exactly like my brain gets
Hmm.
fried after a while. So to have TV where it's like literally something I don't have to think about, it's actually becomes like a little it becomes a little
Yeah,
therapeutic.
I get it. It's
So
kind of like you're still in front of a screen, but it's like you are not, kind of. But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I would replace food with
I
my
would say
Xbox,
like
which would in
okay.
turn throw my TV in there as well, because I can't use an Xbox without it.
I would say like I would say like delivery service
Hmm.
is big for me right now. I don't know what that would fall under,
Hmm.
like I guess
It's
services,
there.
but like to have that where I can deal with one person instead of dealing with
Yeah,
like
you could
15
take your
people.
precautions in there too.
I think that
You're more controlled in that situation, I think.
yeah, it's a more controlled situation. Like even if that person has the Rona,
Better than 20 people having the Rona, right? Uh,
exactly. Again, these people that go down the street, they're like,
you're
"Yo,
like, hey,
what's
want to
up,
shake
bro?"
my hand? Um, Let me see. Is there anybody in here? Because I can't see if it's updated or not. I only see one.
It's literally
Yeah.
one person.
What up, Mariam? Welcome.
I like that you got this
Welcome
halo
to the
popping.
fuckery. Um, let's see. Anything going on in
Wow,
the?
this is like that
Anybody in the YouTube have anything to
that
say?
super glove.
What up, yo?
But no, I mean like honestly, there's a lot of things to think about. I know this episode was kind of like it's our
Yeah.
first time trying this too,
Hmm.
so it was kind of scattered. But um, today it hit me like I said. To sum it up, it hit me that we are in quarantine. We don't have the only freedom we right now we have is like of the mind in a sense because like we can't really be doing what you can do what you want, but it's affecting other people if you decide to go that route.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you just got to
That's
be
all it is.
precautious.
Just follow the guidelines. Stay
Yeah.
6 feet away. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. And make sure you stay. Did I say stay 6 feet away? Yeah.
What's one? banging meal that you had during quarantine that you're like,
Probably the one
wow,
I'm gonna have
like
today.
what's that?
I had. You ever had chicken adobo? It's a Filipino dish, right?
Yeah.
We did pork adobo
Mm,
the other day, so we're trying to see if we could
nice.
throw that into some like cheese tacos somehow. Yeah, but we have
Ooh,
shredded chicken too
okay.
that we're gonna throw in there anyway. Yeah.
That's fire.
So Lenny in YouTube said my anxiety raised after watching Containment on Netflix. I haven't slept right in 2 days. My response hella late. No,
Yeah.
you're good.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, you're a
Yeah.
big guy on movies, right? I love films, all that stuff, and I really feel that a lot of the times, the entertainment business or these film directors are one giving their story and their insight, but they're also like there's
hmm
a lot of truth to them. So
Actually,
like I always say
yeah.
it's another
I
form
actually
of
did see
news.
this, Lenny, if you're still listening, Kingdom on Netflix is a TV show, a Korean, they call it a K drama. It's like a zombie type thing where it's like this, what they call him a crown prince is fighting for his throne.
Mm,
And he's like the better one of the two that are fighting for this throne. But essentially, the whole thing was the zombie apocalypse, not the apocalypse, but the zombie virus started with some person in this like very poor village. Since they ran out of food, they cooked a person. So they made a soup out of this person, and he was bit by the somebody else that had the virus. So that's essentially how the zombie virus started going around.
did you hear that the coronavirus is actually
I
evolving?
believe that viruses do that.
Yeah. Hmm. It's getting it, well, they said some
Yeah,
are getting
I can see that.
stronger.
I
So
mean,
like to me,
I don't know. I don't know if they're getting stronger or they just respond differently to different people. You know what
well,
I mean?
yeah, for sure they're responding differently, but they're saying that there's new, like, like as it came along, like I know like one of those things was people were losing their scent. So like that's something new. But then they're also saying that
Mhm.
people are what was it? They were getting
Mhm.
something like I don't know. It was like something brain wise,
What
but I
up,
was like,
JC
yo, that's crazy.
Flores? Hola, Amy Kim. Um, I think. I mean, I'm no doctor, obviously. I'm on here on Instagram Live talking about
Hmm.
bullshit, but um, I just think it's basically that whole concept where it's like the virus responds differently in everybody. You know, kind of like medication. Medication responds
No,
differently in
definitely.
everybody. So, and it's like any other kind of virus. Every virus evolves into something that
Hmm.
can affect you in any way because your body eventually gets immune to certain viruses, right? If I'm wrong, please correct
Hmm.
me. But
No, yeah, sure.
so I guess a virus's way of attacking or entering somebody else's system is by evolving and finding a back door into your body, basically.
Is this why Danny's asking why does Jay look like a princess with
Yeah.
his heart cheeks?
Now I was trying one of the filters and it had the heart cheeks on it. Hold on.
No, my the thing is, right, the way I see it is that if it
There we
does
go. Heart
evolve,
cheeks.
uh,
The Benatton boys
oh
live in full
shoot.
effect. What's good, Kings?
Yeah.
Oh snap! What up, yo? How you feeling today? You're gonna be
But
our probably our last guest. How you doing? Who's this? Do you know this person?
yeah.
Benetton Boys is
Uh,
actually a throwback that used to be our stage name, which we quickly changed after we were like, we're no longer boys, we're men.
we are the
The Benetton
gentlemen.
Gentlemen, now we're kings.
But any last thoughts on what's going on? Is there anything that you want to leave anybody with, like some wise words of
Rodrigo!
wisdom?
Digo. The dancer? Is he still dancing?
Oh, he's always dancing. I think he's
You know who
also
I saw
painting.
dancing the other day? You remember that movie, You Got Served. Did you ever watch that movie? Remember the white kid,
Yes.
skinny white kid with the long
Hmm.
hair? They called him Moose. I saw
Yeah.
him on Instagram,
Yeah.
well, on
Yeah.
Twitter yesterday. Yeah, it's funny
Oh,
that he's
really?
still pop locking and
Interesting.
stuff.
When I was watching The Wonder Years, I was
Your
like, oh
Wonder
man,
Years.
I ca I understood why like there's like that particular girl I like where you can't put a finger on it, like what she is, and I'm like, that's
Winnie.
Winnie from Wonder
Oh, the
Years.
character Winnie. Mm.
Yeah.
Lenny, if you're still in here, the
I was
show is
like,
called
ooh.
Kingdom. It's on Netflix. There's 12 episodes, about 50 minutes long. It's really good. Check it out. And the outfits are fucking
But
wild.
I think
The wardrobe, whoever did the wardrobe on that show is the shit. Our Memphis dance
fantabulous.
crew is no longer, but Digo is passionately painting outside of daily occupation. Hmm,
Yes.
interesting. I remember that crew, the Misfits.
There's so many like Jersey dance crews that, you know, you guys were always dope, but for some reason they're like all boy bands. They're like, we have to go our separate ways.
How do dancers like go their separate ways? Do you think they pop lock out of the situation?
Yeah, they're like,
Or they'll do the
I gotta go.
I'm out of here.
Imagine like they like plie out the way.
I'm out of here, bitch.
I'm out of here, bitch. I never fuck with you
You
anyway.
always loved our logo. Thank you. Do you know who designed that logo?
Thank you, thank you.
This guy right here. If you're watching on Instagram, but if you're watching on uh, YouTube, is oh wait, hold on, I'm trying to get the there we go. That guy right there. So why'd you
I'll stop
touch it
touching
like
it like
that? You're like that dumb blonde that's like has nothing to do, and you're just like twirling your hair.
you're like, so you
that
like
that's what
wine?
people do
I
when they're
love
on the phone and have
wine.
nothing to do. They're just pacing around, just like stroking the microphone.
Ooh.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Are you following the Benetton
No.
page? If you are, please send us a DM. We'd love to catch up. But that's just about it, man. Do you want to touch upon
Whatever you
anything else before we head out?
I just hope everybody keep your sanity, keep your space at the same time for now. You know, keep people close to your hearts, but don't talk to them and spit in their face.
Wash your hands.
um, everything too, take everything with a grain of salt. If it feels right, instinctively,
Hmm.
go with that. Don't get caught up too much in the hype of
Hmm.
anything, good or bad. Um, Protect yourself in many different ways. I'm talking spiritually, physically, everything. And take this time to really think about what you want to do when this all ends. Like some people lost their jobs. This is a
Hmm.
brand new chance to create your own businesses, to maybe go to another job you were thinking about, you know, just like that. You have this time. Sometimes there's too much of a down break and you want to do something else, but you know, stay strong.
Oh,
Um, I think other people have gone through worse.
have they?
I don't know. I mean, if I
Uh
was
oh.
in jail, and my jail looked like my apartment and I had food 24/7 and I got to watch TV, I don't know, would it be jail?
That's a very good question. You know, there's some people that actually commit crimes. Homeless people commit crimes just to end up in jail. Hmm.
Really? Yeah, I could see that because at least they'll get
Three
a
meals
they'll
a
get
day.
a
They're not on the
three
streets.
meals a day.
Um, they can watch TV. Apparently, I don't know how, but I've been seeing videos of fucking people on TikTok, like prisoners on
Mhm.
TikTok doing TikTok dances. Like, how do they have access to a cell phone? Number one. Number two.
Honestly, I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, if it gets this bad where like like I was like, yo, I can't shoot anymore. I'm like, I'm gonna commit a crime and at least I get a
What would you
hamburger a
do,
day.
crime wise?
What would
Yeah.
I
Actually,
crime
I'll
wise?
think of one for
Oh,
you. Like, if you ended up getting locked up for some
great.
reason, the crime you would have committed
Uh-huh.
is probably
Would be.
some Robin Hood style, like, robbery, where you're like going to a bank and
I
you're like,
like
I don't want to do this, but put the money in the bag, please.
I'm just crying. I'm like, this
I
is
have
for
to pay
everybody I
rent.
know. Dude, I want to be like the Robin Hood
Mm,
of 2020.
I am not. I am
The
not
Masked
condoning this.
Vengeance.
Anybody watching?
I'm not.
um, what crime would you think I have committed?
You do, honestly, you be like, you do something weird where they're like, yo, like, you were caught like butt naked, you know, getting it on in
Oh
the back of a
shit,
Best Buy.
Best Buy though. The one I worked at.
You're just like, this is a
No, I
place that
can't do that. Then I
tormented
have to
me, so I'm
register as
gonna
a
make
sex
it
offender.
pleasurable.
That's no bueno.
Oh
That doesn't help anybody.
no, that's definitely. I didn't want to take
That
you as the
helps
sex
no one.
offender level, but can you be like that weird guy that you're like, this was this wasn't blue cheese until I
Ew,
was done with it.
that's gross. No, definitely not. Because that would require registering as a sex offender. I would assume. Can you get
Again,
off like the sex thing?
because you have this.
Make me a badass or something.
You're
I don't know, fighting somebody and
okay.
accidentally
Fine.
killing them.
Okay, so for me, um, I don't know, man. Oh no,
You're on the clock.
nah. I remember we had that one idea, but I was like, nah, that's not a good idea.
What is it?
Um.
Just say it.
Okay, you want a badass one? You want like a real badass one? All right, so check this,
Because
right?
so far, what you think of me, I'm like some kind of
You
sexual
went into
pervert.
New York. No, you you went
Uh-huh.
into New York,
Oh,
right?
we getting detailed. Go.
Right. We get in details. So you went to New York. You found all these Mets fans. You held
Yeah,
them
I like where this is going.
hostage at
Yes,
MetLife
I
Stadium,
like this.
and now you're rounding up like amounts of cash. Like you're on like this huge screen, like Americans can see you, and you're like, I have a ransom for like
Oh,
3 trillion, and you actually get to dispense it out to
yo, I
everybody
like
the way
that.
you want.
I like that.
All right. Because then it's like, okay, the Dominicans are like, I get it. He's Dominican. He's holding all these Mets fans hostage.
You know what's funny about that? Fucking Dominicans are backstabbers, especially the ones in New York. They would rather cheer for the Red Sox because there were a lot of Dominicans on that baseball team at one point.
Oh,
Because fucking
wow.
Dominicans, yeah, fucking two faces, bro. That's it.
Oh, damn. So now you're gonna round. Oh no, that's even crazier. You're gonna round up a bunch of Haitian
Oh
people to
shit!
help you.
Plot twist.
Yeah. You're gonna be like Sapase
That's
mother.
gonna be my line, my die-hard line.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have like this
Instead of
shotgun,
yippee ki
right?
instead of
And you're
yippee
gonna be
ki
pointing at.
motherfucker, I say sapase, motherfucker.
You're like yippee ki
That's gonna be
Sapase.
the name of this episode, sapase, motherfucker. Anyway, well,
Well,
that
with
said,
that said,
um, thank you guys for
thank you
joining us.
guys.
We appreciate you guys. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button down there somewhere. I can't really do it on here, but yeah, I'll do this.
Just start
Somewhere
doing
around here,
this.
there's a subscribe button. Please hit it. Hit the little bell notification. I believe is right under this little stream thing. Probably not. But leave a comment if you enjoyed this. There's actually a link under this YouTube video to donate if you want to support the stream. Maybe we'll make this like a
Yep.
regular thing where we'll do this maybe once a month and we'll do 3 regular
Yep.
episodes. But if you want to support, anything helps. We reinvest everything into equipment or anything related to the podcast, the music, photography, videography. So if you want to support your boys, hit that link under here. What else? Make sure you go to Apple Podcasts. Go to Apple Podcasts. Follow. Make sure to leave a rating. Leave a review. Spotify. Make sure you follow. I don't think you can leave a
Hmm.
review on Spotify. What else? That's pretty much it. Oh, and download the Power
Once again,
98.5 app so you can listen to this show if you missed it any other time. Well, that makes no sense because if you miss it, you miss
Yes.
it. It is what it is. But anyway, download the app because they have a lot of good
Well,
songs on
thank.
the playlist. On Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays, they play our show in the morning. So we're competing with a lot of morning shows. So if you want to check it out, 9 a.m. on the Power 98.5 app.
Yes.
It's available on iOS, Alexa apps, and what else? The Android
Um.
Marketplace. So we're available everywhere.
There you go.
Check that out. Check the live stream on YouTube. Check any old episodes. Let me see. Can't wait till more Jersey artists penetrate more in depth in this industry. It's needed, you know? Absolutely. Viv, thank
Definitely
you for
agree, and
tuning
thank you
in.
for showing respect. Anybody that's been showing respect or like, tuning into the podcast with the
Yeah,
downtime
man.
that they have it. I think a lot of people are catching up on
Yeah.
older episodes when we first
hmm
started and all that.
We
But
have, this is
can
episode
continue to
35,
watch.
actually. So if you want to check out
Yes.
any older episodes, they're available all on YouTube. Well, except for one that we fucked up the video footage, but most of them are on YouTube. All of them are on Spotify. All of them are Apple Music on Apple Podcasts. So if you want to check that out, they're all available on there. Uh,
So once again,
yeah,
subscribe to our YouTube, subscribe everywhere that you guys listen to, and if you guys want to show a donation again to the Terrible Reception Podcast, Benatton Music, One Eye Photography in general, the
yeah.
link is below
The
under our
podcast
YouTube
is
video.
actually right up
And
there. The one Rich is streaming from. That's the podcast. The name of the
yeah,
podcast. So if you follow that page, we typically have promo videos, but I didn't do one for the last episode because I was busy trying to figure this out for YouTube. Um, but yeah, is there anything else? I think that's pretty much it, right? I'm hungry as fuck.
no, I think we're gonna hit them
And the
with the intro
outro.
in the outro.
Wow.
Well,
All right, this is
bam.
gonna be super awkward as I like end this. All right, stopping.